It's a book with 125 drool-worthy recipes. The Dude Diet Dinner Time aims to help dudes like me lead happier and healthier lives. We have author and recipe developer Serena Wolf here to share her mission, the Dude Diet.
Yes.
Did guys like me inspire the Dude Diet?
This was inspired by my husband, who loves food more than anyone that I have ever met. But when we first met, he was nutritionally confused. That's the term I like to use.
Nutritionally confused. That is fantastic. I think that can describe multitudes of men.
Yes, and he didn't really understand nutrition. He ate mostly meat, cheese, white bread, and hot sauce, and I was a little bit concerned that he was maybe not going to live past 35, and we didn't make some adjustments. But he really, really loves flavorful food, and I didn't want him to have to make any sacrifices, so I just started revamping all of his favorite comfort foods. So I'm talking like chicken fingers, lasagna, meatballs, all of these things that everybody loves, and just working in some leaner meats, more whole grains, more vegetables in a non-scary way, and making healthy eating really fun.
Okay, so the Dude Diet then isn't just for dudes, it's for everyone. Tell us why anybody can use the Dude Diet recipes here.
What's great is it's really just for people who may not want to count calories or give up whole food groups or restrict themselves in any way, but just want to eat a little bit healthier. And the great thing is that dudes' palates and children's palates are very similar. So this is a great book for families.
Does it have the macaroni and cheese recipe?
It does.
In it? Okay.
It does.
That's all I needed to know. Fantastic. That's great news. So talk about limiting those food groups, because you know, like a lot of folks limit the carbs you get. A lot of you can't eat bread. A lot of you can't eat potatoes. So these all include still our favorite comfort foods.
They do, and you're not going to notice that there are some healthier swaps in there. The truth is if you are following a special diet because you have allergies or because that works for you, they're easily adaptable. But I think a lot of us in the long term aren't willing to make those huge sacrifices because it's really hard to stick to, and I'm not sure any of us are going to be 85 and like, I'm keto, you know?
I don't really want that loaf of bread right now.
It's really just about balance.
What are some of those swaps that you mentioned that are, maybe if we don't just jump right into this, or we're not jumping right into keto, what are some easy swaps that we can do in our normal diet?
It's really easy. I don't want to say sneak in vegetables, but it really is easy to work in vegetables into something like a casserole. You know, you can work in bell peppers and spinach and all of these things that you're not actually going to notice that they're there. Or if you're making that mac and cheese that you mentioned, you could use a cauliflower puree instead of bechamel, and you're not going to taste the cauliflower because you're going to add all these other flavors to it. And so I was never trying to trick my husband per se, but I'd always put it down in front of him and he would eat it and love it. And then I would be like, well, this has, you know, a whole grain pasta or a cauliflower puree or whatever. He's like, I knew something was different. I was like, you didn't.
No,
you can't
didn't.
Take back the compliment now.
No, and one of the things that we've done is we found that if you take that that cauliflower rice, mix it in with some of your taco meat, then you have not a healthier taco, but again, you're putting that vegetable offering in there that your kids normally wouldn't eat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's talk about more of the substitutions for some of the, not fad diets, but some of the diets that are really big right now. Talk a little bit about how those diets can still be found in here, or we're swapping these recipes out for them.
Yes, it's more the concept that if you are keto or paleo or not eating grains or gluten for whatever reason, all of these recipes can be used as roadmaps, and you can make, you know, your swap so that you're compliant. But this is really meant to be an alternative because I don't believe in restriction long term. I think a lot of people make resolutions in January and then they tend to fall off slightly. And this is something you can do for your whole life because you're still eating all of the foods you love, so it doesn't feel like you're restricting yourself, but you're still gonna feel your best, look your best, just by eating like slightly better.
And what again was the way you described your husband's diet earlier?
Nutritionally confused.
Nutritionally confused. I think that I need to get a name tag. Hi, I'm Bill, and I'm nutritionally confused. All right. Well, you can meet Serena tonight from 5 until 8 at her book signing at Golden and Pine. That's in Prairie Village. Thank you, Serena, for being here, and congratulations on the recipe book. Can't wait to check out Dude Diet here at Dinner Time.